Hi there, English Picker here. These are my picking finds for the 31st of March and 1st of April 2012. I went to a couple of thrift stores, I went to an antiques fair, and I went to 2 car boot sales. And also, which I'll talk about later, I went to a cash for gold type place. So yeah, here's what I found. Having watched a video by Billy of losttreasure.com.au, he found at the local dump a load of vintage telephones. So when I saw this one at the car boot sale, I thought I'd have a go on it. £4 I ended up paying, knocked down from £6. Bit of damage, the bit which goes across there is broken, but other than that, really nice condition. All the things work. So I mean, down in London I've seen these £50 and up, so next time I go down I'll probably take it with me and try and sell it to a vintage shop, maybe for like 20 quid. But I didn't notice the damage on there. It also pays to check things. I got these for 50p each. This is a really nice Boots the Chemist one, nice detail. And then there's this blue glass one here that says not to be taken. I paid 50p each, which is good, but I should have turned this round because there is a great big hole in the bottom of it, which basically means it's worth nothing. So you've got to live with your mistakes, and that'll be going on the shelf. The Boots one I should sell. Probably get about a £5 out of the Boots one, so that's good. Okay, so I went to an antiques fair, and I've had luck with these antiques fairs before, but you've really got to buy big there, because the problem is it's a £4 admission, so you know you've got to make it worth your while. So I got these spoons here. These ones are clearly marked with English hallmarks, but they were in with a bag of other ones, EP&S ones. Paid £4 for the bag. The rest are sort of junky, but these are, you know, got really obvious set of English hallmarks there. So that's cool. Not too sure what they weigh each, but it's probably about there's probably about 3-4 quid's worth of scrap in each of them. So I picked these two up here from a rummage bin with a load of like commemorative silver-plated spoons, the ones you get when you visit somewhere. But they're really quite nice. This one's enamelled. This one's a lump. This one says something 90, basic 90, so that's 90% silver. And this one is very clearly marked sterling just there. So this one weighs about 5 grams. This one weighs nearly 10 grams. So that's cool. Pay 50p each for those. So that's a really good buy. Then when I was at the antiques fair, I also picked up this watch chain. It was £5, which I mean it scraps at over a tenner, so it's, you know, well, near a tenner. It's half an ounce in weight. It's not marked up as silver, that's why it was cheap, but it tests as silver. So that's nice. So I can either make a bracelet out of it or just keep hold of it. I always look in the costume jewellery section, especially if there's a bit of rummage aspect here. This proves a point that if you know the look and feel of silver, and it's how reflective it is and stuff like that, then you can really pick out on hallmark pieces. This part of an earring, but the earring top was missing. It's not marked. It's all smashed up because I've smashed the inlay out so I can scrap it. But it was pristine when I bought it. Paid 50p for it. Weighs 6.5 grams, so that's cool. Then I got this cross, and I can just tell from how shiny it is and how sort of soft the edges are, and there's like a buttery feel to it. Paid 35p for it, and it's tested as silver. Weighs about 5 grams. Then I got this ring, which I paid 50p for. It looks fairly homemade. It's been resized. You just tell it's silver. So yeah, that's cool. Unfortunately that's been claimed by my girlfriend, but you know, it'd be a bit of a faff to scrap it because you'd have to push the stone out, and there's probably about 3 or 4 grams worth of silver there, so that's cool. Okay, so the second car boot I went to, massive day, really big car boot. The weather was great, there was loads of people there, and there was loads of silver there, which is what I like. Picked up this, it is a bracelet. It opens like that, and it is somewhere very clearly marked on the inside. Ooh, I'll get there eventually. There, 925. I said, how much for the bracelet? She said £1.50, and I said, yeah, that's fine. 8.5 grams worth of silver there, so nice resellable piece anyway. Picked up a couple of duds though. Got this set of earrings here. They have got butterflies that are marked 925, but I should have tested the earrings with a magnet because they're magnetic. So I just saw the 925 and the butterflies and thought, oh, that's great. I only paid 35p for them, so it's not the end of the world, but it's still annoying. I should have tested them with a magnet. It's a schoolboy error, really. I got this, which for the life of me really looks like silver, but I think it's actually pewter. It's still quite a cool piece. Only paid 25p for it, so you know, it can go in with a rummage box when I do the flea market or something, and I'm sure I'll get my money back from that. For 25p, I got this necklace here. It's not marked, but they do look like genuine pearls, and I've tested it, and it is sterling silver. So it's just, you know, a bit of weight to it, but I'll probably sell it as a vintage piece anyway. Should get, you know, between 5 and 10 for it. So on to the last little bits of jewellery. I've got a whole heap here of chains that I picked up from one person. Really cool. I paid £3 for all these chains. There's probably, you know, 8 or 9 chains there, so it's quite a weight to it. And then for another £1 from the lady next door, I picked up 50p a set. These two sets here, no butterflies, but I can tell instantly they're silver, and there's a fair weight to them as well. Another person, I picked up this here, paid a bit too much. She wanted a £5 for it. I ended up paying £2. It scraps for about £2, so I'll probably try and resell it as a piece of jewellery. I should have really taken it out of the case that it was in and picked it up because it is ever so light. Got another 2 things here. This top one's marked sterling. I paid 50p for it. Scrap for about 250. Then I paid 50p for this. This will scrap for about 150, something like that. So you know, all those bits add up. Also, I picked this up from the car boots. It's from a company called Pastimes. It's clearly marked sterling silver there. The lady knew it was sterling silver. As soon as I picked it up, she said that's sterling silver, and it's marked everywhere 925 and sterling. Weighs quite a bit, and I said how much, and she goes, oh, I don't know, £1.50, and I nearly threw the money at it. It was yeah, absolutely fantastic price. Probably scrapped for about 9 to 10 quid, but I think it's just such a nice mint condition piece. I'll probably try and sell it as is. So also from the Antiques Fair, I bought these 2 coins. I'll go into the other coins later, but there's these here. Got this from this one vendor who I've bought stuff off before. It's I think it's called a Matron Head Large Cent, 1817. It's not the one with the you could get ones with more stars. It's the one with the least stars. It's been probably good condition. You can pick out bits. The other side's a bit nicer. It's not bad nick. Paid £10 for it. I don't know if that's any good or not, but you know, I was willing to lay down some money, considering last time I looked at this very coin from the same guy, he wanted 35 for it. So when he said 10, I jumped on the chance. So that's pretty cool. Then I got a 1883 Philadelphia Strike Morgan dollar in I'd say VF condition or XF condition. It has been cleaned. There is hairlines, but it is in generally nice condition. Looks like someone's gone at it with a bit of wire wool, which is such a shame. It really ruins the value. But I didn't pay too much. I only paid £20 for it, so that's fantastic, really. It came down from 30. I said, look, someone's cleaned it. You know, it's really, you know, it's not worth that much. So it's really a date filler for me. So yeah, that was really good. So yeah, another Morgan dollar. So the same bloke also had a rummage box. These are some unresearched coins that I picked up. German, Morocco, Italy, some nice coppers. All these I paid 25p each for. I don't think there's any silver there, but Greece, Argentina, Italy. Nice coins, they'll go well on eBay. But I did pull some silver out of there. Not that one, this one here. Paid 25p for it. It's got a Jubilee head on there, and it says imitation of 1 shilling round the top. It looks to be silver. I thought it was a Maundy pence, which is made out of silver, but it's not. It says 1887, and it looks like the front of a shilling. It's ever so thin. It's like half the size of a threepence. Really small. So if anybody knows, are these a modern thing or they are the period, do pop a comment in there, because I really have no idea. I paid 25p, so that's all good. And then this was out of the £2 box. I've got a similar one to this that's very dark, but someone hopefully will know what it is. It looks quite German. I've not cleaned it, but I've washed it with some soap and water and done the spit and aluminium trick, which doesn't abrade the surface. It's electrolysis which cleans it up. So there's that side, and then there's this side which is pretty worn, but you can just about make some detail out. It's a hammered silver. It says 2 quite clearly in the centre, and it's got a double-headed eagle with a crown above it. So yeah, if anybody knows what that might be, please do leave me a comment. Picked up this from another vendor at the Antiques Fair. It's pretty cool. It's $1 gambling token used by player from the Dunes Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, the beautiful Dunes, which obviously is been demolished. It's quite a famous place. So yeah, I'm hoping because of that it's got some kind of value. I'm assuming it's the ones they use for the one-armed bandits as a replacement for the silver dollars. It's dated 1979, and I paid £1 for it. So if anybody knows the value of something like that, then please leave me a comment. Okay, so I was at the Antiques Fair, and there was a little pot thing, which silver-plated pot that said sixpences on the lid, and it was marked up at £17, and that was for the thing. So I picked it up, and it was quite heavy, and shook it, and there was coins inside. So I said to the vendor, "Can I open it up?" He said, "Yeah, sure, go for it." So I tipped him out, and half the coins in there were 50% silver sixpences. I said, "Would you sell any of the sixpences?" "Oh, I'm just after 1 or 2 dates, you see." He said, "Yeah, you know, if you want to ferret the ones out." And he said, "How much do you typically pay?" I said, "Oh, normally about 50p each." And there's 7 of them there. He goes, "Give us £4 then." So I got 7 50% silver sixpences for £4, which it just shows, you know, they were hidden away. So always have a look in things, open things up, and you know, you can pick up some good finds. Some of them are in quite nice condition as well. Also, as an added bonus, when I was leaving the Antiques Fair, I noticed a penny on the floor, so I picked it up, and it's a new-ish 2010 penny, but I've had one like this before, but I don't know if you can see, there's a minting error just above the crown there. I think they were having problems with the plating of copper, because it is copper plated steel, and I think that's like a bubble in the plating, but I'm going to try and sell it as a minting error. It's in very nice condition. So, you know, it's pretty obvious that that is some kind of error. I think if it was more worn, then that would get lost. But yeah, nice little free minting error coin. Okay, so lastly from the car boot fair, I picked up this. There was another ring this woman was selling. It was an 18 karat gold ring with the platinum top and diamonds. She wanted £140 for it, and I just hadn't got the money on me. I could have gone to get it, and it did look good, but I decided to pass because that's quite an investment. So I got this instead. It is 9 karat gold. It's marked 375 on the inside. It looks quite old, and the top's white, so it's either silver or it's most likely white gold. Don't think it's platinum. And it has, I've tested it, it's got a little diamond in the centre, so yeah, really nice. And she wanted 30 for it. I said, would you take 20? And she said yes. So I wish I'd said less really, but for 20 quid, that's good. It weighs 1.5 grams, so I bought it pretty much at its melt. But with the diamond, it's definitely a resellable piece. It make a nice engagement ring, so I think I'm going to put that on eBay, see how it goes. Yeah, so that was a cool piece. Then I have a rummage box, costume jewellery again. It's a vendor that I've bought stuff off many times at the car boot sale. It's a lovely couple, but I don't think their eyesight's too good because they occasionally miss hallmarks. When they do see them, the prices are silly. I mean, they'll put 10 quid on a silver ring that scraps for 3 quid, you know, silly money. I bought silver rings off them before that have been tarnished, and where you could only just see the hallmark, or the hallmark was hidden. So I saw this, you can see here, belly ring 50p, and I could see on it, if I can find it, just there, can you see the indentation, is a tiny set of hallmarks, and they were really tarnished. I polished this up in the ultrasonic cleaner, but I thought, oh, that's silver, and it's quite, you know, it's quite weighty, so I bought it for 50p and didn't think about it. When I got home, I thought, oh, I'll clean that up, and I cleaned it up. When I pulled it out the thing, I looked through my loop, and it actually says 375. So this is actually turned out to be white gold for 50p. It weighs nearly 4 grams, so that's nearly 50 quid for a 50p investment. So I mean, that's just mental. I do feel a bit bad, but you know, they do make quite a bit of money themselves, so I don't feel too bad. Okay, these are the two last bits that I got from the antiques fair. Again, they were, this one had a pearl on top, but I busted it off. They were much like the ones before. They were random earrings which the person had lost the other ones to. I paid 50p each for them. This one's clearly marked 9 carat, and this one, although it's lost its butterfly, it does say 375 on it. Between them, they weigh half a gram. So you know that for £1, there's £6 worth of gold there. So it all tops up. Okay, so lastly, to end, my sort of ending message really is, never overlook places, because you see these cash for gold, we buy your gold, post for gold, or maybe not post for gold, but the places that are in malls and the shops you see on the street and stuff like that. And I go in them every now and then because I've got pieces which the refinery won't take because the stones are too big, or all sorts of stuff like that. So I've got to know them and bits like that. And there's one I walked past on the way to work, and I thought, well, I'm going to pop in. So I popped in and had a chat with a guy, seeing what he paid, which was pretty dire, to be honest. He's for silver, he's paying around 10 to 15p a gram, when the spot price is actually 50 to 55p a gram. So he's making a bit of a killing, really. And it said on the outside that he'd buy coins. I said, do you ever get any silver coins? Because, you know, I buy them and I resell them and I also collect them. He said, yeah, I'll dig some out. So I went in today and he got this huge thing of coins out. I mean, it was mostly 50% silver coins that were I know this isn't a 50% silver one, but in this kind of wear, really sort of really worn, which I wasn't really that interested in. So I pulled out most of the 95 ones he's got, and then some nice condition 50% silver ones, and yeah, here's what I found. So I got a 1918 95 silver Florian, 33 Florian, these are all 50%, 35 Florian, really nice condition 1939 Florian, 1922, these are all 50% silver, half crown, really nice condition 1929, very uncirculated 1932, 1936, and a mint condition 1943. Then also I got quite a worn George IV 1826 shilling, but that's a good eBay coin. I got a really nice 1868 shilling. It's got an unusual die marker number. A quite nice condition sixpence from 1887. Almost uncirculated 1904 Edward shilling, really nice. Another Edward shilling from 1910, and a mint condition 90 with some carbon spots, but 1916 sixpence. Then for free he also chucked these in, which is a penny from 1877, a half penny which I can't quite make the date out, but I think it's 1832 or 1842, and then a farthing from 1860, both hold, which is unfortunate. French coin from 1862, and then this is a real spectacular one. It's a William. That's from the very early 1600s, and just look at the detail on that for such an old coin. It's a real belter. You can see Britannia there. Unfortunately, where the date is, it's gone, but not bad for a freebie. That'll be going straight in my collection. Now, excuse my messy handwriting, but this is also what I took with me, which you may find useful. I took a list of dates of coins that I needed, date filling coins, and also I took a list of ones, common ones, well, not so common ones, but ones that commonly make good money. So I took that with me. But then more importantly, I took this. We've got UK 50% silver, all different types of coins, their weights, to check the weights to see if they're fake, and also the prices. That I didn't go on spot, but I went on 10% under spot. So spot was 55p. I was paying 50p a gram for 925, and I was paying 25p a gram for 50%. So you can see 50% silver, threepence, I will pay 35p. So then I could count them out and work it out when I was there. So a 50% silver crown would only scrap for £7.07. Well, it would be a bit more, it would be 10% more than that. So you can see a normal crown here will be £14.14. Because you get a lot of dealers who say, especially about crowns, that, oh yeah, bloody hell, you know, I could scrap that for 25 quid anyway. So you can say, well, actually no, you can't. This is what you'd be able to scrap it for. And also the same with the US stuff. You've got the dimes. I looked on coinflation.com as well for a lot of these figures. So you've got a dollar here. This worked out with 90% silver, 26.73 grams, and the scrap price will be 10% more than this. So yeah, £12 and 3p, so it'd be more like £13 something. So it just shows you really what a markup there is on them, especially like the Morgans and stuff, which I paid 20 quid for, but you know, normally 30 to 40 quid is what I see on those. And lastly is this one. Now, this looks like an 1889 crown, but just look at the colour. But then when you look at the edge, it looks sort of silvery. But then I'll show you the other side. I don't know, it's just my eyes on the edge thinking it's silvery. But this side, and I've tried cleaning it with, done the not really cleaning it, but just soap and water to get some of the gunk off. It's already had these, hairlines you can see all over it. So it's got scratching on it, which is bizarre. So yeah, it's a real puzzle. If you compare it to, I've already got an 1889. You can really see the difference. There's the silvery colour of an 1889, and there's that one. They are the same size, pretty much. They weigh about the same. So my only thought is it's a gold-plated crown. But why anybody would want to do that, I really don't know. I mean, the guy is a gold place, so if he thought it was gold, I'm sure he would have tested it, but I can't see any test marks. The only other coin that they did do was a £5 coin in gold, which is nearly an ounce of gold, and that I think is slightly smaller, and I don't know if they did it in 1889. So if anybody has any clue what this could be, please do let me know. It's a real puzzle, because if it is a gold plated crown, it's a bit annoying because reselling it would be a pain, because nobody really wants a gold plated silver coin really. It's kind of weird. So unless somebody gold plated it to try and fool somebody that it was a £5 coin, because you could get over £1,000 for something like that. So yeah, bit of a puzzle. But the point of all this really is I picked up the 4 florins, the 5 half crowns, the 4 shillings and 2 sixpences, plus the 5 freebies and the crown on the left there, for £50, which is 23% under spot, and spot's quite low at the moment as well. So yeah, brilliant. And he was more than happy with that. I mean, he jumped at the chance when I said 50 quid. I'd actually worked out at 56 quid, and I said, based on my prices there, I said, would you take 50 quid? He went, yeah, sure, that sounds great. So, I should have said 45, but it's really good contact. So don't be afraid to go into these cash for gold places, because he'd also got gold coins as well, but I'm not really. You've got sovereigns and half sovereigns, and Cougarans, so you never know. If you're in the market for that sort of stuff, ask these guys, because if they can make a quick sale like that, they've got the cash there, they don't have to go to the faff of marketing it and all that, then they might jump at the chance like this guy has, and he's still got tons left. So I might go in and make him an offer on all of it if I've got the cash. So yeah, pretty cool. So thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry if my videos are getting a bit long, but I am out picking quite a bit now. I've got tons more videos which I've recorded, which should be going online soon. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Sorry I haven't been putting so many up. It's just been frantic this end. It really has, with the weather getting warmer and the sunny weather being out, although we're forecast snow next week. Yeah, it's just been really good picking. And if any of you guys can help me with any of these bits, I'd very much appreciate it. Especially this gambling token, and then the mystery of the possibly gold-plated crown. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.